Hello everybody, my name is John Beddows. I'm the Mayor of Gananoque, and this is This Week in Gananoque on Kojiko, your TV. I'm privileged this week to have with me Ms. Hailie Jack, who is the Executive Director for United Way Leeds Grenville.
Hello.
Welcome, Hailie.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. I understand you did an interview elsewhere earlier today, but I've got you for half an hour.
Yes.
So
yeah.
I'm here to squeeze you like a sponge and get all of the information that we can. So first off, you're based out of Brockville.
Our office is in Brockville, but we serve Leeds and Grenville.
What is the United Way?
Okay, so that's a good one. The United Way is it's nationwide, it's worldwide, it's quite a large organization, but I'll focus just on our United Way. So it is a steward of our community, a carer for our community. It is a place we accept donations, we fundraise for our community, and then we have a granting application system, and we're able to grant out to other nonprofits the donated dollars to us. So donors trust us to pick the best organizations that fit in with our mission, which is to build stronger communities. Beyond that though, which I'm very excited, I've just been in this role since November, and we are now—
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So we are now transitioning to a bit of a community impact role. So we often looked at our organizations as a bit of an individual. So they were individually helping in this pocket. And now we're starting to look at the work that we do as a collective impact. How is each organization affecting the next person and affecting the next person, and how are they all serving our community together? One person might attend 5 of our organizations. Yep. So creating a deeper connection between the organizations, understanding what needs are in our community. So we go beyond just fundraising. We become almost a bit of a research project into Leeds and Grenville and what's needed in the social services.
How did you get there?
So I started out my career in 2012 as a nurse.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went to nursing school, and
where did you go to school?
I went to school in Alberta, actually. So I grew up in Leeds and Grenville. I grew up in Smiths Falls, and had the opportunity in my late teens to move to Halifax. Had a blast. Worked in a car dealership, and then I moved out to Alberta, and I lived in northern Alberta in Cold Lake. And there was a college there, and one of the courses they offered was nursing. Now, my family is a family of nurses. My grandmother was a nurse, my mom, my sisters, my aunts, all nurses, and I swore I'd never go to nursing school.
Look at you conforming.
Look at me conforming. So I had the opportunity to go, and I loved it. Like, fell in love with it.
Your mom must have teased the daylights out of you.
Yeah, they all kind of did. And I think they were all surprised, because I was a bit of like a rebel. I was not going to go to nursing. So yeah, I attended nursing school, and I worked in nursing for quite a few years, moved back to this area, worked in some geriatric psychiatry and community health care. I eventually got the opportunity to work in management and within the healthcare system, and I did love that. I really enjoyed the role, and it was really challenging for me. It was something new. And then over COVID, I definitely was having some burnout. It was tough for healthcare, right? It was really tough. And an opportunity presented itself to me to manage our local food bank. Outside of healthcare, but a new type of healthcare. I was no longer caring for individual patients, but a community entity that benefited our community. So I took the chance. I remember talking to family and friends and thinking it through, and surprisingly all of their support behind me. So jumped ship, left pension, and
that's hard.
It was hard. It was. I almost thought for a few moments, like, have I lost my mind? Like, what am I doing?
Sometimes all you can do is jump into the water.
Something was calling me though to take this chance, to seize the opportunity. And interestingly enough, after I took it, we got together like as a family for, it was Christmas or Thanksgiving or something, and my aunts reminded me that my great grandma was the first executive director of Toronto Ronald McDonald House.
Okay.
And so I thought, well, I'm still in the family business.
Look at you,
I'm still in the family
conforming
business.
again.
Yeah. So I had a blast at the food bank.
So have any of your relatives worked for the United Way before?
No, not the United Way. So
Okay,
I've not infiltrated the United Way.
Okay,
yet.
you're leading the family into the United Way.
I am, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So food bank.
Food bank, yeah.
Where?
In Brockville.
Okay.
Yeah, so I managed the Brockville and area food bank. It was my
Okay.
first executive director role. Had a really great time. And I was able to transition it over to my predecessor. I just did a year contract there. and then went back to healthcare.
Right.
I was working for 3 family physicians in their office and working as a nurse casually if a nurse was off. I had a blast. And this came out of the blue. I was not expecting it, not looking for it, same as the food bank. And the opportunity presented for me to interview. And the moment I started talking to the group, I thought, oh, I've missed this. Like, no longer is my calling to be in healthcare, caring for patients, is to be in the community, caring for the community. So that's when I left healthcare and realized that this is now where I'm meant to be, in the community.